Devi Parashakti, Akashic readings. Who is Devi Parashakti? Devi Parashakti is a cosmic mother, the divine feminine consciousness. She is the cosmic mother, the ultimate embodiment of the feminine, the divine feminine. Today, Devi herself is going to be manifesting through the Nija Avatara, the embodied form as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhavasamadhi Nithyananda Paramashivam. Manifesting for the whole humanity. I request the next slide, ma. Devi, the cosmic mother. She is the ultimate embodiment of feminine. She is the ultimate divine consciousness. She is the Mata, Shri Mata. And she is the one, it is from the Har Hiranya Garbha, the cosmic womb that billions and billions of planets are birthed. Each and every one of you that are here are directly birthed, nurtured and nourished by Devi Parashakti. The next slide, ma. Yes, we request the next slide to be projected. The next slide. Yes, sorry for the technical glitch, viewers. We are just getting many comments that there's a small glitch in the audio. We apologize. We request a minute or two, and we are going to be right back with you after fixing the technical glitch.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Sorry for the technical glitch, and thank you all for your patience. I hope you're back with a better audio now. Now, what we are seeing is Devi Parashakti, the divine cosmic mother. Today, out of her compassion and her love for each and every one of us, she herself is manifesting through the Nija Avatara, through the embodied form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam. To each and every one of you that are here, that have joined us with so much of excitement, wanting to experience this, you are here in the right place at the right time. Get ready for a powerful digital experience of the divine, where witnessing the bhava, the aspect of Parashakti, manifesting in an embodied form, giving all of us the Bhavasamadhi Darshan. Each and every one of you will be taking back immense powerfulness infused in your inner space. The influx of superconscious energy called the Kundalini are being awakened in your being, in your body, physically manifesting so many effects such as anti-aging, high enhanced intelligent quotient, and decision making, high clarity, and ultimately so much of powerfulness and ability to manifest what you want as a reality in your life.
Especially during this pandemic time, right? And now we saw the new variant, the Delta variant of COVID-19 is out, and it's like everybody literally every day goes through the panic attack. Not sure what's going to be happening next. So much of fear gripping each of our lives. It's the whole situation right now, anywhere in the world, is more about what is going to happen to my life. Maybe there's a set of population which after getting vaccinated and it's all fine, but again they're seeing there is something else that's actually happening. It's all everything mixed together. At this time, when you have your Kundalini Shakti awakened, let's understand what is Kundalini Shakti. Inside all of us, there is a dormant potential energy that is there even right now. Like for example, in physics, we say, okay, so when I hold a ball here, so it is having the potential energy. So when I drop, it gets converted to kinetic energy. This is what we all know, this is what we all learn in physics. Similar to that, there is an energy that is dormant and that is a potential energy just sitting inside us. That once awakened can manifest anything that you want in your life. You can manifest health, you can manifest as well. It's literally like the energy just comes out and just causes anything that you want as a reality. Now the science of how that can happen inside you is where this Diksha comes. Like how a lit lamp can light another lamp. Same way an avatar who has the whole energy awakened in, he transfers his spiritual energy to all of us. And we, once that Kundalini Shakti is awakened, we will start manifesting his powers, we will be manifesting his health. When power increases, suddenly you will start seeing so much of prosperity happening in your life, auspiciousness manifesting, success in your career, success in your business, everything sounds happening in you. Today, the cosmic mother, the divine cosmic mother herself has come down. The ultimate, pure, feminine consciousness, so Shakti. It is her cosmic womb, the Brahmanda Yoni, from which billions and billions of universes comes out and goes in. She is the source where Big Bang and Black Hole is formed. Parashakti, she herself is coming down today to grace us all through the Supreme Quantum of the universe. For the slide screen, huh?
Now let us see who is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And you can see slides on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism projected.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda
Again, we apologize for the privilege.
Paramashivoham.
Yes. We will now request the slides to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to be projected, please. Yes. Now let us see who is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The next slide, please. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th Acharya Mahamandaleshwar, the head for all spiritual leaders of Atal Akhada, the ancient apex body of Hinduism. He is the present 23rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Dharmamukti Swargapura Madinam, elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 Hindu leaders or pontiffs. The next slide, please.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Pontiff of Hinduism is also revered as teacher of Hinduism, most prolific, most viewed, most read, and most watched.
Authored over 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 languages, with which is English, Tamil, and Sanskrit, and which is translated into 50 plus languages with over 1,000 titles, and over 20 million copies of the books and articles are sold, read, and downloaded. Over 15,000 hours of discourses enriched 1 billion plus lives digitally. And now with this, so one of the unique contribution of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, which is the power manifestation, which is something that's not known, like which has never been done in this scale by anyone ever. Now let's have a short demonstration of it, and towards the end of the program, when you are going to be manifesting.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda.
Jandam, so now we are going to be starting with our next segment, the power manifestation, manifesting the extraordinary Shaktis. So the Balasans, the Nithyananda yogis, the initiated disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, will now be demonstrating the powers of third eye and sharing with all the experiences and results of the extraordinary manifestation of the divine powers awakened in us through the Diksha initiation. In today's Bhavasamadhi Darshan, all of us will be receiving the initiation into third eye, awakening, and various other powers with the blessings and grace of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. We will be manifesting the following powers, which is the power of third eye reading, seeing with eyes blindfolded. So, what are Shaktis? In the Vedagamas, the source scriptures of Hinduism, Paramashiva reveals in elaborate detail that every human being is hardwired to be able to manifest the 463 plus extraordinary Shaktis, the divine powers. Manifesting powers, the Shaktis, are described as a system, method, and science for human beings to explore the various possibilities and powers and have access to various states of consciousness. Shaktis manifest from the fundamental cognition that you are a divine, you need to manifest divine, and not you are man and you need to reach divine. So now we understand the differences between Shaktis and the differences between Siddhis. Shaktis express from the space of enlightenment as a side effect of feeling connection with the divine and high integrity with the master, with Guru. So Shaktis are the source of enlightenment, whereas Siddhis are powers that manifest from tapas or penance for enlightenment. Siddhis are not part of enlightenment. The Shaktis of Paramashiva manifest through ordinary human beings in an extraordinary way after initiation from the avatar. But Siddhis are not permanent, whereas Shaktis are permanent. Siddhis may divert you from enlightenment. So now we will understand Paramashiva, the source of all these Shaktis that we manifest. Paramashiva is the primordial divinity in Hinduism, the ultimate reality and cause, which is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all-pervading, unchanging, beyond time, space, form, and causality. So as the fundamental base of Avyakta, the unmanifest, and Vyakta, the manifest existence, he performs the Panchakritya, or the 5 cosmic acts of Shrishti, which is creation, Sthiti, which is sovereign rulership and maintenance, Samhara, which is rejuvenation, Prabhava, which is pulling out of delusion, and Anugraha, which is liberating grace for all living entities. The avatar of Paramashiva, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, as 1008th living incarnation and representative of Paramashiva and the reviver of Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation, the great cosmic borderless Hindu nation. Ever since the beginning of the civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been the cradle of enlightened beings and highly advanced sciences. It was where the science of enlightenment and powers, the Shaktis, was lived and taught as a lifestyle. For the first time in modern day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving these yogic sciences and transmitting it to the world at a record-breaking, never accomplished before. So here is the Guru Parampara. The knowledge and science of manifesting these Shaktis are passed down from one generation to next through Diksha, initiation, by the enlightened Gurus. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, being recognized as an incarnation at a very young age, was trained and taught these sciences to revive the initiation and knowledge repositionaries for billions to manifest science of manifestation from disciplines of Vedanta, Tantra, Sri Vidya, Yoga, yogic powers, mantra, mantra shastra, siddha vidya, science of Oshada, Advaita, and Bhakti Yoga, Paramashiva Jnana, and Paramashiva Vijnana. As you can see, the Guru Parampara, where there are various masters from which the science has been revived back, like Mata Vibhulanandapuri, Pundi Swamigal, Isaki Swamigal, Annamalai Swamigal, Kanchi Paramacharya, Yogi Raj Yoganandapuri, Tinnai Swamigal, Srinivasa Swamigal, Jnanandagiri. So how do we awaken these divine Shaktis in us? Every ultimate truth, jnana, mapped into your consciousness, which is prajna, manifests as possibility and power of every being, prajnana.
Diksha is the direct transfer of spiritual energy by an enlightened being through look, word, or touch. The traditional Vedic book Navaratneshwara states, Sarvasamapi Dikshanam Muktihi Phalamakhanditam Avirodhat Bhavantyeva Prasangyastu Bhuktayaha. The main benefit of all initiations is moksha, enlightenment. As a side effect, health, wealth, leadership, and well-being happen. And in Rudrayamala Tantra, Shiva says, Devi Diksha Vihinasya na siddhihi na cha sadgatihi tasmat sarva prayatnena guruna dikshito bhavet. The one who is not initiated does not attain liberation nor a better future. So by all efforts, one should get initiated by Guru. What is the science of initiation? Neuroscience has proved that the process of initiation floods the brain with energy. This is the superconscious energy of Kundalini, our own highest inner potential energy. As the Kundalini flows from the thalamus to the cortex, it sets up a powerful energy loop within the brain, which awakens the latent non-mechanical parts which we have never used before. With increasing levels of coherence, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heal, empower, transform our lives, bliss and fulfillment. Initiation creates high awareness, visualization, creativity. It also slows the aging process and improves the immune system. Kundalini awakening, healing experience, levitation, teleportation, materialization. Experience the power of initiation through a range of exclusive programs conducted at the ashram. Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, Birdi, Bengaluru. Contact 97422-03311 82774-90091. Visit www.
The science of power manifestation is authenticated through 4 aspects of evidences, which is in Sanskrit called as the pramana. So the first is the Shastra Pramana, the eternal unchangeable truths revealed in the source scriptures. The next is the Apta Pramana, which is experiences and results of the Aptas, which is the authorities of Hinduism, the Vedic rishis and scientists who time tested and verified the science. The science of power manifestation is authenticated through 2 more Pramanas, the Atma Pramana, or the account of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar's own personal experience of the power manifestation, and the Pratyaksha Pramana, which is the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentations. The Vedagamas are a living applied science. Vedas are the ultimate superior authority for Hinduism. Vedas are pure science where the ultimate truths are explained. And the Agamas are the scriptures where the applied technology, the applied science is expanded. Vedas and Vedagamas are given the status of Shruti as they are directly revealed by Paramashiva. They are the ultimate, eternal, unchangeable truths. A reference cited from these Shastras or source scriptures is called as the Shastra Pramana. Let us get ready to witness a very unique and exciting demonstration of the power manifestation, the power
inside and outside broke.
the power of body scanning. In this power of body scanning, one awakens the ability to scan illness, diseases, medically diagnosed issues, and provide solutions through the awakened third eye. So the Shastra Pramana, the scriptural reference to manifest the power of body scanning. Swadehe jagato vapi sukshma sukshmatarani cha tattvani yani nilayam dhyatvante vyajyate param. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, cognize deeply that from the subtle to the subtlest constitutive principle of your whole body, Swadeha, or of the whole universe, simultaneously consist of the essential reality. They are being absorbed in their source cause, Paramashiva. By the experience of such restful awareness, one becomes complete from all thoughts, and the ultimate universal divine power, Paradevi, Adishakti, Parashakti, is revealed, and the supreme power manifestation happens. Here is the Apta Pramana, the reference of power of body scanning from the life of a Siddha. Terayar was a Siddha and one of the prominent disciples of Agatyar. One day, a man suffering from severe headache comes to Agatyar for healing. Agatyar uses the power of body scanning and identifies the root cause of the headache. He reveals that there is a small Terai, a type of frog, sitting in the person's brain. Agatyar immediately instructs Terayar, his disciple, to perform an open head surgery and remove the frog. After the surgery is completed successfully, the person is healed and cured of the headache. Thus, he gained the name Terayar. Atma Pramana accounts from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam's life, the time tested and authenticated this science. On the 22nd December 2019, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, revealed how Swamiji uses the power of body scanning, paraphrasing his words. Only when I had the multiple compound hand fracture, I was forced to go for surgery and therefore for medical checkups related to that at my different organs. It was revealed that I had been poisoned without our knowledge. I immediately used diagnosis method instead of medical facilities to study the body condition due to the poisoning. Through body scanning, I found out what the problems, imbalances had happened and where balance has to be done. I used allopathy as a second opinion only to verify my findings. So here's a Sakshi Pramana, where the experiences and results of the extraordinary manifestation happening through the initiated disciples of the incarnation. So here is Ma Kathleen Crane, who shared body scanning with partner 2 was successful. Also, Swamiji had beautiful message for both of us. So sweet. Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you, Devi. Ma Erez Lozovsky has shared body scanning, saw lung issue and dizziness. The lady has had lung issues since birth and fainted last week. Ma Durgananda has also shared her manifestation. So like this, various people have manifested and have got it as Shakshi Pramana, the experiences of this power manifestation. And the power of remote scanning. So if anybody wants the body scanning and the remote scanning, you can start commenting in the YouTube comments, and the body scanning and remote scanning will be done. So whoever wants the scanning can start commenting in the YouTube, and we will be doing the remote scanning and the body scanning. व्योमाकारं स्वमात्मानं ध्यायेदिग्भिरनावृतं निराश्रयाचितिशक्तिः स्वरूपं दर्शयेत् तदा. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, concentrate and cognize with restful awareness on oneself in the form of a vast etheric space of sky, Vyomakaram, which is limitless in any direction whatsoever, thus the Chitti Shakti, the power of consciousness freed from all support, reveals and manifests herself as a form of one's essential nature of the self. The Mahabharata, in the Hindu Purana Mahabharata, the whole war, the sacred scripture Bhagavad Gita is narrated to the blind king Dhritarashtra by his trusted charioteer whose name is Sanjaya. Sanjaya is initiated into third eye power of Duradrishti, the remote vision, and Durashruti, the power of hearing remote distances. It is through Sanjaya's narration that humanity has received the sacred scripture, Bhagavad Gita. Narayana Swami Tata was one of the gurus of His Divine Holiness, who was well known in Tirunamalai to see remote distance at ease. One day, a senior police officer came to Narayana Swami Tata seeking help to find a thief whom they were searching for the last 1 week. Narayana Swami Tata turned towards Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and asked him to see the whereabouts in the mirror with the Jnananjana applied and show the police officer. Swamiji not only saw the whereabouts of the thief in the mirror, but also showed the same to the police officer, after which the thief was caught in the same location as revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And here's a Sakshi Pramana where Manitya Brahmananda is sharing Pranam Bhagwan. After the Bhavasamadhi Darshan manifesting remote vision, Ranganatya 2, a tall structure, a tall male deity's image is shown. Lots of huge trees around, deep gratitude at your lotus feet. Few of the sharings of the thousands of initiated disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism who have successfully started manifesting the power of remote vision after the initiation of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So now we will be having the live demonstration of the remote vision and the power of body scanning. So whoever wants the body scanning, you can start putting your comments. Whoever wants the body scanning and the remote vision, you can start putting it in the chat, in the live chat of the YouTube. You can start asking for your body scan or for your remote scanning in the live chat. Whoever wants a body scanning along with your name, you can start sharing it in the YouTube comment section, the live chat. You can start putting it in the live chat. Whoever needs a body scanning. Ma Stephanie has requested for a body scan. So now I'll be doing the body scan for Ma Stephanie. Yes, Ma Stephanie. So I was able to see when I was doing the body scanning, Paramashiva revealed clearly through me that you were having a really heavy head. You were feeling heaviness in your head, and really your whole body, you were feeling so heavy. And I was also able to see that last few days you've been having frequent stomach pain. So the solution which Paramashiva also revealed was to have castor oil. Both the head heaviness and the stomach pain will both get healed. Ma Swiss Yogini was also asked for body scanning. Paramashiva is showing intense resistance. There's intense resistance to have the body in a healthy manner. Even though your body is healthy, you always feel like there is something that is continuously troubling you. And you feel like there is something that is always keeping you tired, or that is always keeping you weak. So this is one thing which I was able to see, that you feel weak and tired and intense resistance for the healing. What I was able to see is to do the temple sevas. Any temple seva, just do any temple seva. This was the solution that I was able to see. So you can do any temple seva for the healing to happen. So Ma Stephanie has come back saying that it is true. Ma Bhaktivasya has also requested for a body scanning. Ma Bhaktivasya, I'm able to see that you're facing weak skin. And I was also able to see that you're feeling the body pain either in your leg or in your back. It is a pain that is caused because of not enough of movement. So this is the two things I was able to see now. And the solution I was able to see is doing a little bit more extra of yoga. So with this, we will be concluding with the scanning. Every day, we will be having in the same period of time, you can come back and request for your body scan and the remote vision scan and have the live demonstration of the power manifestation and have the Devi Parashakti Akashic readings.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
We will be concluding the power manifestation demonstrations with the Purna mantra. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you everyone for joining the power manifestation segment of the Devi Parashakti Akashic reading introduction. Thank you all. Nithyanandam.
Just be alive for the next 3 years. Don't die within the next 3 years. Just don't die within the next 3 years. Be alive, somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach. It's my commitment to humanity. you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being Paramashivoham. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashiva will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive.
What I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is Kailasa. I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model communities. Kailasas, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Pitas all over the world. All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. It's a fundamental truth. Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystem. I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you. You will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together. We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment science. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost. What I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is E-Kailasa. I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
So now we will be entering into the next segment where we'll be understanding what are the Akashic records. What is the Akashic reading? So Akashic records are records created in the space of whatever has happened in time is there as a file. Nothing can be destroyed, please understand. None of your actions, thoughts, plans, emotions, words, nothing can be destroyed. Akashic records are the cosmic archives of everything happened, happening, and will happen. Akashic records are the verbal, visual, 5-dimensional document. Whatever is happening is continuously getting recorded. All the information you collected from all of your births is in your DNA. You can access some of them just to understand and not to waste the time doing the same actions again and again. It is not prediction, it is reading from the cosmic archives. There is no such thing as past, present, and future. Beyond space, creation and destruction happen simultaneously in dimension of time starts the past, present, and future. But in Akashic records, there is no past, present, and future. That is why what you call as happened, happening, yet to happen are clearly already recorded. What is Akashic reading? Swamiji himself, in Swamiji's own words, he's sharing, nobody has a right to comment on these readings. Nobody has a right to manipulate these readings. Nobody has a right to interpret, comment these readings. They are complete unto themselves for anybody to live in tune with the cosmos. The Jivan Mukti, living enlightenment, does not need any special practice other than listening to these great readings again and again. When you listen to these great readings, naturally your negative logic is penetrated, broken, and these great truths settle in your inner space and they make you live enlightenment. Only an avatar can decode Akashic readings. As avatar of Paramashiva, the supreme pontiff of Hinduism has graced humanity with the blessings and darshan in the form of Devi Parashakti, revealing answers to questions to the yearning of seekers as solutions, breakthroughs, and liberating humanity from pain and suffering. Any answer given by Devi Parashakti is not just an answer but a karmic breakthrough for the receiver. So now we'll be going through the Shastra Pramana, the scriptural reference to manifest the powers of Akashic reading. Akasham vimalam pashyan kritva drishtim nirantaram stabdatma tatkshasna devi bhairavam vapurapnuyat. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, looking at the spotless infinite etheric space, Akasha beyond the sky and clouds, one should fix one's gaze from the third eye without blinking continuously and make the body and inner space steady and motionless. In that very moment, O Devi, one attains the nature and powers of the infinite space, Bhairava. The Mahabharata. In the Hindu Purana, Mahabharata narrates the story of great sage Maitreyi who reveals the secret to Vidura, the story of his birth in human form and reasons of all his suffering. Sage Maitreyi accessed the Akashic records and told Vidura that he was not an ordinary but was in fact an incarnation of Yamraj, the Lord of Death. He was to play the part of a so-called Sudra for 100 years, being cursed by Mandaka Muni. So the benefits, Swamiji very beautifully, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, very beautifully says, all the information you collected, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism very beautifully says that all the informations you collected from all your births in your DNA, you can access some of them just to understand and not to waste the time doing the same actions again and again. Accessing the DNA code, reading the Akashic records will be useful for you to be liberated from your default future, bringing an end to binding cognitions, known and unknown suffering, leading you to experience enlightenment. Paramashivoham. So we also have Ma Madhura with us.
Yes. Only the avatar can alter the Akashic readings. The initiate Valsans can view the Akashic records. However, only the avatar can alter, edit, and upgrade and change the Akashic records. During the Darshan and Dikshas, the supreme point of Hinduism blesses and upgrades the Akashic records as per the prayer of the devotee. Let's see what you can all ask in the Akashic readings. The most accurate and unbiased answer to any question about your life, destiny, purpose, or any everyday part of your life. Be spiritually healed or physical, and the reasons behind your life's happenings. Receive blessings to fulfill your right desires and get clarity to redesign your future.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om
Pramana
Nithyananda.
from the Guru Paduka Mahatmyam, Kularnava Tantra. Maharoge mahotpate, mahadoshe mahabhaye, mahapadi mahapape, smritarakshati paduka. The translation is, if remembered, this paduka provides protection against great diseases, great disturbances, great evils, great fears, great calamities, and great sins. The next verse is verse 42 from the Guru Paduka Mahatmya, Kularnava Tantra. Mantra tyagad ven mrityu guru tyagad daritata guru mantra parityagad rauravam narakam vrajet. The translation is, there comes death in forsaking a mantra, poverty in forsaking the Guru, and Ravana, hell, Raurava, hell, in forsaking both Guru and the mantra. All of us must realize that the pralaya will end in India only when the divine feet walk on its soil once again. So only when the supreme point of Hinduism comes and the divine feet walk on India's land again will the pralaya leave India. The decision makers must realize this. We all must realize that pralaya will end in India only when the divine feet walk on India once again. The media should realize this. And every citizen should also realize this. it is in our hands to make this happen, to make the divine feet walk on India, walk on the land of India once again.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Now let's look at the after effects of the Pralaya. Humanity is still undergoing the after effects of the cosmic deluge, Pralaya. Thousands of deaths due to the global pandemic are emerging, fungal epidemic, along with record numbers of natural disasters, have taken a huge toll on humanity's collective physics, leading to the increase in poverty, malnourishment, depression, and mental health issues. All of us know that the current status of the world right now is the total number of deaths is 3.8 million. The total confirmed cases is 175.9 million. And the worst affected countries is US, India, and Brazil. Just the COVID in India, the cases is 29,510, 410. And the numbers of COVID deaths is 374,305. And the number of people fallen into poverty since 2020 is 75 million. And all of us know that currently India is suffering almost the most with suicide and depression. India is the 6th most depressed country. 6.5% some form of mental illnesses. Also with a suicide rate of 10.9 for every 1 lakh people. Suicide is one of the biggest causes of death in the age group of 15 to 24. The average suicide rate in India is just 10.9 for every 1 lakh people. So you can also see an article where it has said that India is the 6th most depressed country. And you can see the picture, a screenshot of the article where it says about the suicide rate. This article is given directly by the WHO. And we also know that in India there are many natural disasters happening. Cyclone, In Kerala, a torrential rains, heavy winds destroys houses and coastal areas. Hundreds rush to relief camps. You can see the pictures, and you can also see the third wave could hit as early as 2 to 4 weeks in Maharashtra.
Next slide, please. So how could this have been prevented? How can all of this death, suffering, so much of pain been prevented? Now let's watch this clip of Devi Parashakti and what she revealed on May 31st, 2021.
இல்லம்மா நான் லைவ்ல உங்களுக்கு ஷேர் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன்.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
இரண்டாயிரத்திருபத் இரண்டாயிரத்திருபத்திரண்டு வரை இந்தியா செல்ல வேண்டாமா என்று கேட்கின்றாய். நன்றாய் தெரிந்து கொள், சொல்வதைப் புரிந்து கொள். இந்த பெருநரகமான கிருமி போஜனம் இந்தியாவிற்குள் வரக்கூடாது என்பதற்காக 2020 பாரதம் முழுவதும் 12 ஜோதிர்லிங்கமும் பாத யாத்திரை செய்திடவே என் மகன் மூலமாய் திட்டமிட்டிருந்தேன். படுபாவிகள் ஓடத்தின் மாலுமியை ஊர்விட்டு துரத்தினார்கள். என்ன நடக்கிறதென்று பார். முறையாக கைலாய நாட்டின் தலைவனாக நிறை மரியாதையொடு நல் மதிப்பொடு என் நிஜாவதாரம் நித்யானந்தன் திருவடி மீண்டும் பாரதத்தில் பட்டு பாத யாத்திரை செய்த பிறகு மட்டுமே நீ அங்கு செல்ல வேண்டும். அதுவரை உன்னை காத்து செல்லாதே. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
Yes, we can go to the next slide.
Yes. So the rough translation of what Devi Parashakti has revealed was, for this huge Kirumi Bojanam, hell not to come to India is 2020 itself. I had planned to do Padayatra throughout India and the 12 Jyotirlingas through my son, Swamiji. They chased the captain of the ship out of the country, see what is going to happen.
Next slide, please. Next slide, please.
Want to do 1 year Padayatra specially for this purpose in 2020.
So this is the vision that Swamiji had revealed for the Padayatra in 2017.
Planning for a full year. I'm going to walk from Rameshwaram to Amarnath. 1 year with 10,000 people, just walking all over India to spend time with people. 2020 there will not be any program other than Padayatra and just spending time with people. Just walking. Of course, 10,000 people will be walking with me. Maybe 200 vehicles to carry our food and all the other items, transportation. Enjoying the river banks, forests, and time with nature. 10,000 people manifesting powers. Walking from village to village. What do you think will happen? The scene of Buddhism spreading will be repeated now. How the Buddhism spread. 10,000 monks walking from village to village. What will happen? That's only monks. Here power manifesting 10,000 people. The whole village will be manifesting powers. Just want to enjoy India and let India enjoy me. So planning for next year Kumbh Mela 2019, next year January Kumbh Mela. Before that all the Balalayam, everything. Balalayam is going to be like the same structure outside with one stone tower, gold coated. It will be something like a 40 to 50 feet tall stone tower and 5 Rajagopurams, which will be something like 120 feet. This will be the Balalayam. And after the Mulalayam is built, this Balalayam will serve as a Utsava Murti Sannidhi, where the Utsava Murtis will be worshipped and where the Archanas. See, in the main temple, there will not be any Archana or anything, because just for Darshan itself, there will not be time. Like Tirupati, you can only have Darshan and Arati, the camp for Arati. No other worship is allowed in the main temple. Because 12 Abhishekam is going to happen. 12 Kala Abhishekams. So continuously the rituals will be going on. People can have only Darshan. They will not be able to involve themselves in any ritual. Other than Darshan, nothing else will be allowed. So all the Archana, all the other offerings, like people will offer the Archanas and other, everything will be done to the Utsava Murti, which will be kept in the Balalayam, the present Balalayam, present structure. So people can spend time here. That will be more like a main darshan. This will be like energy darshan, where you can give letter, get response. So by next year, the Balalayam will be ready. So 2019 full year, I will be conducting the programs and everything. 2020 will be the one full year Padayatra, walking. From next year Jayanti, means 2019's Jayanti to 2020's Jayanti. Full year, Jayanti to Jayanti will be Padayatra. Before that, we will make 10,000 people power manifestors. It will be sannyasi, brahmachari, grihastha, all put together. 10,000 people will be walking. What a scene it will be. I think that is the only way the revival of Sanatana Hindu Dharma can be done. I need to get into the ground where people can see me, where they are living. I can't be waiting for people to come where I am living. Now I am sitting in one place to prepare these 10,000 people and make this science completely user-friendly. For that only I am sitting and working. So I have given 2 years for me now, 2018 and 2019. So 2020, before that 10,000 people will be ready to walk with me, manifesting powers. We will literally solve every person's problem in every village. The way we are walking, the route we are taking, physical healing or mental healing, or it's a too big visualization. How will you visualize? What will happen if 10,000 power manifestors enter into a village and ask people, tell me your problem now, come on, let's sort it out. Understand, 1,200 years before in Tiruvannamalai temple carvings, how the baby will be in the womb in 2nd month, 3rd month, all that is detailed way carved, it is there. Which scanning machine was there in those days other than the third eye? Very detailed carvings are there. Even Srirangam temple, the whole carving is there. Srirangam temple gives a week by week the whole picture of male baby and female baby. Any of you have seen that? Srirangam Rangaraja Mandapam, it very clearly portrays. There will be one Rangaranga Gopuram. In that next to Rangaranga Gopuram, there is a Rangaraja Mandapam. They have already collected some chunk of 80-90 to be displayed in this Balalayam. Work is going on all of that. We are also going to tell you the science of temple building story as per Agama and as per practical village level, ground level, all that. In those days, 2000 years before, when this Cambodia and all these civilizations were flourishing, two communities from India moved. One is agriculture community, another one is business community. These two communities only traveled and installed civilization. Of course, kings went, that is different. But the common civilian, these two communities only went. So Nagarattar and Saivavalalar. Saivavalalar agriculture community, Nagarattar business community. So wherever, see, when they go in the ship, the Saivavalalars, they will carry that veil for their protection. Once, if they reach the other side safely, they will just put the veil and start a temple. That is why all the temple outside the India, started by Saivavalalar, there will be only veil as a Pradhana Murti. Pattumalai Murugan Goil, Tannimalai Murugan Goil, Gedaram Murugan Goil, Nallur Murugan Govil, Sannidhyan Sannidhi Murugan Goil, all these temples. The main deity will be only veil. It will not be deity. Because they cannot carry that heavy deity in the ship. It will only be the veil. And all the temples started by Nagarattar will be Kavadi. Because they will carry everything in the form of Kavadi. So the moment they reach the other shore, they will worship the Kavadi and the screen cloth covered by Kavadi.
So as you heard, Swamiji had revealed the vision for this Padayatra in 2017, 3 years before any sign of the pandemic. He revealed that 10,000 power manifestors will be going on a Padayatra with Swamiji for 1 full year, going and healing people and attending to every single problem. Swamiji said, even if people cannot come to him, he will go to them. He will directly attend to every single problem that people have. This is not just something that Swamiji has been planning for since 2017. Since the age of 10, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been enriching people and preparing them for this Padayatra to save them from this pralaya. Like Swamiji said, he said he's going to bring solutions to humanity. Next slide, please.
From that age, the Supreme Pontiff has been enriching and initiating masses into enlightenment through the powerful discourses, initiations, and darshans. The 16th and 17th November 2005 in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, there's a picture of the Anandam Selvathai Kodakum, bliss attracts fortune. So even in 2005, Swamiji conducted programs for bliss and fortune and giving discourses and initiations. Next slide, please. Yes.
And you can see this has been a common occurrence for Swamiji. In 2005, in Bangalore, Swamiji conducted another program with thousands of people in attendance. And as you can see Swamiji healing people, blessing people, attending to their problems, preparing them for this pralaya that's to come.
Yes, and another program was on the 21st November of 2005 in Rasipuram, Tamil Nadu. Yang Guru, what is the need for a guru? So, in many places around the world, Swamiji has conducted different programs, and you all can see the pictures also being projected. Next slide, please. Yes, and this is also another program on the 21st of November in Namakkal in 2005.
Next slide,
please. Yes.
Yes, another program here, again in Tamil Nadu, Nithyananda program. Again, thousands of people in attendance. Swamiji is directly serving people, feeding people, attending to them, enriching them, initiating them.
And this is another Nithyanandam program conducted by Swamiji, where he's initiating thousands of people into the powers and into the lifestyle and getting everyone ready for this pralaya. Next slide, please. Yes, you all can even see on the 25th of December 2005 in Tiruvannamalai, Tamil Nadu, the birth star celebration. So the on Swamiji's birth star, the day of when his birth star was there, the celebrations done in Tiruvannamalai in 2005.
Again, in Jayanti celebrations in Adi Kailash, again, Swamiji has initiated so many people, enriching so many different people, preparing them for this great cosmic happening.
And again, in Tiruvannamalai, the Jayanti celebrations, addressing a school in Tiruvannamalai. So he has even gone to different places and help people, initiate people to get everyone ready for this pralaya. So all of you can see, like, since years, Swamiji has been helping people and getting them ready for this pralaya. Next slide, please.
Yes, as you said, Swamiji has been for years enriching people, knowing that this pralaya is going to come, preparing them to face this and preparing them for this Padayatra to prevent it, to heal people and prevent this huge pralaya that has happened, this deluge, this pandemic, all of the calamities that have been happening. And he's been working on it from the age of 10, attending to so many different people. And you hear just a few photographs of the programs he's conducted, the people he's initiated, but he's been working for his whole life to bring super conscious breakthrough to humanity, and as part of that, to prevent this pralaya. Next slide, please.
So this is also a picture of the Guru Purnima celebrations in Adi Kailash in 2006. So all of you can see, like, from Tamil Nadu to Bangalore in Adi Kailash and various other places around the world and India, Swamiji has gone initiating people. You can also see the Bhakti Spurna program, the pictures of the Bhakti Spurna program.
And again, the BSP program. Next slide, please.
Then also the Dhyana Spurna program and the Little Anandas, where he has also initiated and helped many kids into the sciences, Vedic sciences.
Next slide, please.
Yes, and this is another program in Salem, Tamil Nadu in 2006, the Saptayaham.
Next slide.
this is another few pictures from the Satyayaham in Salem on the 16th and 18th to 18th of July 2006.
More photos of Satya. Next slide, please. Next slide.
So
Here's
so
more
these are
photos of-
many pictures of the Saptayam. And yes, we have another program, the Nithyananda Spurna program, conducted in Adi Kailasa Sarkaliya Peetham in India. So even here you can see thousands of people sitting and sitting for the program. Yes, next slide, please.
Yes, next slide, please. So another Nithyananda
And-
Spurna program. You can see thousands of people here being initiated by Swamiji and being enriched by his presence. Next slide, please.
But however,
However,
throughout these years, the anti-Hindu elements have made it really impossible to do the re-energizing process by driving the Supreme Pontiff out of India. So you can see a picture of
So
how
though Swamiji has been working from the age of 10 to not just prevent this pralaya, but to bring a superconscious breakthrough to humanity, to raise humanity to the next level, and in the process to save them from this pralaya, the anti-Hindu elements did not allow Swamiji, after so much of persecution, after so much of attacks, Swamiji was forced out of India. And this pralaya now has completely been in full force in India, has been literally swallowing India. So what was the solution? What was the solution that Devi had revealed? Next slide, please.
Yes, so here we will see a video where Devi Parashakti revealed the solution on the 31st of May 2021.
இரண்டாயிரத்திருபத்திரண்டு வரை இந்தியா செல்ல வேண்டாமா என்று கேட்கின்றாய். நன்றாய் தெரிந்துகொள், சொல்வதைப் புரிந்துகொள். இந்த பெருநரகமான கிருமி போஜனம் இந்தியாவிற்குள் வரக்கூடாது என்பதற்காக 2020 பாரதம் முழுவதும் 12 ஜோதிர்லிங்கமும் பாத யாத்திரை செய்திடவே என் மகன் மூலமாய் திட்டமிட்டிருந்தேன். படுபாவிகள் ஓடத்தின் மாலுமியை ஊர்விட்டு துரத்தினார்கள். என்ன நடக்கிறதென்று பார். முறையாக கைலாய நாட்டின் தலைவனாக நிறை மரியாதையொடு நல் மதிப்பொடு என் நிஜாவதாரம் நித்யானந்தன் திருவடி மீண்டும் பாரதத்தில் பட்டு பாத யாத்திரை செய்த பிறகு மட்டுமே நீ அங்கு செல்ல வேண்டும். அதுவரை உன்னை காத்து செல்லாதே. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
Next slide, please.
Yes, so as we look around us, we see the great rishis of the Vedic civilization forewarned as the Kali Yuga. So you can also see like the rishis who were there, our ancestors, warned us about this Kali Yuga, this pralaya happening. Next slide, please.
Yes. And just for anyone who doesn't understand Tamil, Devi reveals that the solution for this great pralaya that's happening is for Swamiji's feet, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, feet to touch India again and be received in India as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, as the head of Kailasa, to be received with respect and reverence. Only then this pralaya, this great deluge in India, will end. So what is the Kali Yuga that we are all facing right now? What is it that the rishis have described as the worst of the 4 yugas?
Yeah. And in the Kurma Purana, sage Vyasa echoes the Rishi's declaration, Idam Kali Yugam Goram Sampraptam Pandunandana Tato Gacchami Devasya Vara Nasim Mahapurim Asmin Kali Yuge Gore Loka Papa Nuva Ritina Bhavishyanti Mahapapa Varnashrama Vivajitaha Nanyat Pashyami Jantuna Muktva Varanasim Purim Sarva Papa Prashamanam Prayachitam Kalau Yuge. So this is from the Kurma Purana. Sage Vedavyasa is actually a saint specifically empowered by the divine to complete and classify the Vedas and the Mahabharata. So Vedavyasa himself has echoed the Rishi's declaration. Yes, so we can move on to the next slide.
And the translation of this is, this Kali Yuga is the worst of the 4 yugas, ages in all the world. People are sinful and forgetful, the dharma of the 4 varnas, the 4 ashramas. In fact, men are so sinful that no prescribed penance atones for their great sins. The only place which is free from such sins is the great sacred city of Varanasi, a Mahapuri. Yes,
in the Kurma Purana, it also states that Lord Rudra, Paramashiva himself, is the avatar for Kali Yuga. Brahma Krita Yuge Devastretayam Bhagavan Ravihi Dwapare Dvaivatam Vishnu Kalau Rudro Maheshwaraha. The translation for this is, Brahma is the presiding divinity or Devata, Lord, for Kali Yuga, the first cycle of time. In the Treta Yuga, the second cycle of time, it is Bhagavan Ravi, Surya, in which appeared Sri Rama. In the Dwapar Yuga, third cycle of time, the presiding divinity is Vishnu. And in the Kali Yuga, the fourth cycle of time, the current age, the presiding deity of the avatar is Rudra, Lord Maheshwara, Lord Mahasadashiva.
Yes. So as described in the Kali Yuga is exactly what we're seeing. And as revealed from the Shastras, that Mahasadashiva, the Paramashiva himself, is the one who lands and saves everyone from this great Kali Yuga. And that is exactly what Swamiji has come to do. And since the year of 1978, January 2nd, 1978, out of his deep compassion, Paramashiva landed and in the human form as the Nijavatara, the supreme concept of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Yes, so let's watch a video from where in 1976,
Swamiji describes actually that if he had taken birth even 1 year later, it would have been too late for humanity. Exactly when he landed was the perfect time. Exactly when he landed was when humanity needed him. And for that purpose, he came to save humanity and take them to the next level, to take them to the next super conscious breakthrough. So let's watch a video where Swamiji has revealed this.
And I tell you, O Hindus, don't be afraid. I am back with the same signs. We are going to be rich. It is not lost. Just the last minute climax before it was going to be put off. have happened. (1979) would have been late. 1979 would have been late. If I had time, I would have sent only ambassadors. Because no time, I have to get up and come directly. Oh Hindus, feel blessed. Science is not dead. It is available. I have everything needed to bring that science back to life and establish its legitimacy.
Yes, we can move on.
Yes, as Swamiji has shared, as revealed, that had there been enough time, had there been no need, Paramashiva himself would not have landed as Swamiji. He would have sent his ambassadors, but because there was no time, because humanity needed him in this hour, Paramashiva himself landed in the Nijavatar of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda.
Yes, so we
The
all can see
Avatar's
that
advent.
the Avatar's advent on the planet Earth was just to protect the world from the great cosmic deluge to the new age, the Satya Yuga. So, where we all will move from the Kali Yuga to the Satya Yuga.
Yes. So Paramashiva himself landed just for the sake of taking humanity out of this cosmic deluge and raising them to the next level, to give them that superconscious breakthrough, to bring them into Satya Yuga. And here you can see Devi's revelations about this on April 30th.
ஓம் ஓம் உலக மக்களே கேளுங்கள், கலி முற்றி கலி கழிந்து புதுயுகம் சத்தியயுகம் புறப்பட வேண்டிய காலம் வந்ததனால் வந்திருக்கின்றது இந்த பெரும் பிரளயம். கவலை வேண்டாம் மக்களே, நித்யானந்தன் வடிவம் தாங்கி நாமே இங்கு வந்திருக்கின்றோம். நித்யயுகம் செய்வோம், நித்யயுகம் சத்யயுகமாய் மலரும் இங்கு. ஆனந்தமாக இருங்கள்.
Yes, we can move on.
Yes. People of the world, listen. Kali Yuga has matured and over time has come for Satya Yuga to have it. The time has come for Satya Yuga to happen. So this great Pralaya has come. Don't worry, people. In the form of Nithyananda, I myself have come. I will make Nitya Yuga. Nitya Yuga will blossom as Satya Yuga. Be blissful. This is the translation of what Devi has revealed as why Swamiji has landed and how he will take us from Kali Yuga into Nitya Yuga and blossom into Satya Yuga.
For this huge hell, Kirumul Bojanam, not to come to India 2020, I had planned to do Padayatra throughout India in 12 through my son Swamiji. So this is also Parashakti in the Akash.
Yes, next slide, please. Yes, as we shared, the Avatar has been preparing for this Padayatra to bring humanity out of this Kali Yuga into Nitya Yuga and blossom into Satya Yuga since the age of 10. As you can see, a young age photo of Swamiji is dressed in Kavi and giving blessings to humanity from that age. Yes, next slide, please.
Now the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism began enriching people 1% at a time with the truths from sacred scriptures and secrets of higher living. So you can see pictures where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been teaching and enriching and enriching many people with the scriptures. Yes, we can move on to the next slide.
Even when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was just 14 years old, all his classmates recalled the yatra that Swamiji took them on. They remember how Swamiji guided them and took them around Tiruvannamalai for this, where Swamiji himself was born, and took them to every spiritual pilgrimage site, and how fondly they speak of that memory and how Swamiji has trained them and guided them from that age. Yes, next slide, please.
Yes. When the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was 19 years of age, all his fellow monks at the Ramakrishna Math recall the yatra where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism led them from Chennai, Tamil Nadu to Tiruvannamalai, his birthplace, and gave them an unforgettable pilgrimage trip experience. So you can see the picture where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji, and his fellow monks from the Ramakrishna Math had gone from Chennai, Tamil Nadu to Tiruvannamalai. Yes, we can move on to the next slide.
And then the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism continued walking the length and breadth of India, reaching more and more people and preparing each one until the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded the international mission, the Nithyananda Sangha, to revive Kailasa internationally on the 31st of December, 1999. Next slide, please.
The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism established the first Kailasa enlightenment ecosystem in Tiruchengodu, Tamil Nadu, in South India on the 14th April 2021. So you can see the picture where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji, has inaugurated the first Kailasa ecosystem.
Yes, next slide, please.
And in 2003, the Avatar continued his Vijay Yatra all over the world to enrich people from all backgrounds. So you can all see that the pictures of his Vijay Yatra where he went to different places around the world and gave discourses.
Next slide, please. And with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's intensity and dedication for the people, even among crowds of thousands who don't know English, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's voice resonated deeply, and his presence moved each one to tears. This is actually some photos from Brazil, where most of the audience did not even speak English, did not understand what Swamiji was saying, but thousands appeared for Swamiji's discourses and connected so deeply to Swamiji despite not understanding his words. Yes, next slide, please. Next slide, please.
Yes. And in 2004, the Avatar led his disciples on the first Himalayan Yatra, where they visit temples, delivering satsangs and initiating them into superconscious breakthroughs. So you can see pictures where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has taken some of his disciples on the Himalayan Yatra.
Yes, next slide, please.
And subsequently, the Avatar personally organized and led yatras yearly and guided individual souls, not just to physical spiritual sites, but supernal spiritual realms.
Yes, next slide, please. And then in 2006, Swamiji began the Padayatras where he took the deities and went on a Gaudikanda Yatra with crores participating and thousands and millions impacted by Nithyanandeshwara and Nithyanandeshwari traveling to each city throughout India.
Yes, we can move on now.
And here's some footage from the Gaudikanda Yatra. Have fallen on the deities. Yeah, they've gotten their blessings, they've received their blessings. And during this Gaudikanda
Yes, in the Gaudikanda Ratha Yatra culminated with the consecration and inauguration of the Garbha Mandir, the Sanctum Sanctorium, for Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivam and Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti, and the Swayambhulinga at Adi Kailasa, Bengaluru, South India. So you can see the picture of the Garbha Mandir inauguration of Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivam and Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti and the Swayambhulinga happening in Adi Kailasa.
So these were the same deities that were taken on this Gaudikanda Yatra that went and blessed thousands of millions of people around India, and then eventually settled down into the Bangalore and have been blessing people since then. And these deities were energized by the avatar himself to radiate the energy of Paramashiva and Parashakti and to create Adi Kailash Sarvanipita as a ship to save humanity from this great pralaya.
And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has created innumerable spiritual energy centers in India as safe havens during the Great Deluge. So you can see the Kailasa in Tiruchengodu, Adi Kailasa Sarvanipita in Bangalore, and the Kailasa in Hyderabad. And like this, so the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has also inaugurated many other temples around the world.
Yes, next slide, please. And here in 2008, the avatar created and energized the Nithyananda Vaidya with the Ananda Linga, which would protect and save humanity. For anyone who bathes in the waters from this Ananda Lingam, anyone who bathes in this water will be protected and saved from COVID-19 disease. And here's a photo of a video of Swamiji performing Abhishekam for this Ananda Lingam.
जनमस्सहस्राक्षाय च शतधन्वने जनमो गिरिशाय विष्टाय जनमो मेढुष्टमाय च सुमते जनमो ह्रस्वाय च वामनाय जनमो बृहते च वर्षीयते जनमो वृद्धाय च संवृद्धने जनमो अग्र्याय च प्रथमाय जनम आशवे च जिराय जनम शीघ्रियाय च शीघ्राय च नम ऊर्म्याय च वस्वन्याय च नम स्रोतस्याय च दीप्याय च नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च नमः पूर्वजाय च परजाय च नमो मध्यमाय च प्रगल्भाय च नमो च गण्याय च बुद्ध्याय च नमः सोभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नमः उर्वर्याय च खल्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय च अवसान्याय च.
Yes, and in 2009, the Avatar held another Kodikan Ratha Yatra and garnered international attention, creating movement where lakhs of Hindus once again embraced Hinduism. So let's see a video from the Padayatra from Patnam to Salem.
போல நின்பதம் கண்ட என் மனோ நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்யனே நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்யனே நின்முகம் நீனைந்து இங்கு நிர்மலமாகவே ஆனதே இதய சக்கரம் அனகதமும் இனிமையோடு திறந்ததே நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்யனே நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்ய சத்குரு நித்யனே. மற்றவர் கண்டு மறைகள் எல்லாம் கழன்று விசுத்தி அதுவும் அசுத்தியாய் பொறாமையோடிங்கு ஏக்கத்தோடப்பா புண்ணியம் எல்லாம் போன.
Yes, and wherever the Avatar's feet have graced the planet Earth, the seeds of superconsciousness have been sown. With 1,000+ Kailasa ecosystems, 7 Upitams enriching over 1 billion people worldwide, the Avatar is the last hope for humanity. So you can see the amount of Kailasas around the world in Africa, Asia, the US, the entire world basically has Kailasa ecosystems everywhere.
Yeah, but And as you all might know, Kailasa and Erode Adi was the first Kailasa that Swamiji has created. It is Adi Nithyananda Paramashivam. And all of these Kailasas that Swamiji has created have been created for the sake of preparing humanity to save them from this pralaya and take them out of this great cosmic delusion, bring them into the next super conscious breakthrough. And the main Sadvanyapita, Adi Kailasa Sadvanyapita in Bangalore, Adina, was created for this purpose, and it is the ship that Swamiji has created to save humanity. Yes, next slide, please.
And this is the Kailasa in Tiruvannamalai. So you can see Swamiji worshipping the linga and worshipping the deities there. And you can see thousands of people also sitting for the program. So this is the Kailasa in Tiruvannamalai, the birthplace of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
Yes, next slide, please. Then in Columbus, Ohio, in 2007, Swamiji inaugurated the Hindu temple and the first Hindu temple in the US. And this is the first temple out in the US that Swamiji has created with both Nithyaneshwar and Nithyaneshwari. And recently, Swamiji also had a Kumbhabhishekam for the same temple and inaugurated both Venkateshwara and Meenakshi in the same temple. The next slide, please. During the temple inauguration ceremonies lasted 2 weeks and were all performed by the Supreme Pontiff himself. And he blessed each day, blessed and anchored the divine energy into the presiding deities through the rare cosmic process of Prana Pratishtha and brought the deities to life. The Kumbhabhishekam, a sacred ritual to energize the temple with cosmic energy landing into the deities, is a huge service to humanity, and as it raises the positivity of the whole surrounding areas and makes the pure divine energy available to all. The temple has many beautiful deities. The temple is located in a beautiful natural setting with 2 rivers flowing on its properties, the Olentangy River and a creek which flows into the river. His Divine Holiness, Nithyananda Paramashivam, declared that the confluence of these 2 waterways is Prayag of the West. Next slide, please.
And we also have the Kailasa in Los Angeles, California, which was established in 2007. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism inaugurated the first location for Los Angeles, Adinam, in the year 2005 after the rituals took place and devotees offered the Pada Puja to him. So you can see the pictures of the inauguration, the deities being put and the Alankar being done. So you can see Lord Venkateshwara is being moved and you can also see the Alankar which is done for him. And the main deities of Nithyaneshwara, Nithyaneshwari, the Swayambhulinga, and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and Kapila Muni. So you can see the pictures of also many people who have gathered for the Pada Puja and various programs.
So yes, these are just some of the Kailasas Swamiji has built, and these are some of the ways that Swamiji has been preparing humanity for this great pralaya, and not just for the pralaya, but to raise them to the next level, to bring that super conscious breakthrough. So this is just one small portion of what all Swamiji has done. So we will continue this same segment later tomorrow. For now, we will take a short break. Thank you.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive. Somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being Paramashivam. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashiva will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda
Nithyanandam, everyone. Welcome back. So, we of this program, offerings to Devi Parash. So, what is the significance of offering? So, offering is a divine gift of pure love, devotion, and oneness, and it consists of two parts. Number one is giving, and number two is accepting. So, only when the divine accepts what one offers, the offering becomes complete. So, it is not made out of fear or out of greed. So, when an avatar lands, the offerings are purely a part of the grand Leela, played only for the purpose of enlightenment. So, we now move on to the Dhyana Sloka and invoke Devi Parashakti before we offer the various offerings to Parashakti. Induni bhaveda karavahni nayanam syat pankaja varabhaya japaksha sarayuktam angahimabhushana vichitra vasanam syat tunkamakutojvala manunmani swarupam. The meaning says, moonlight face, holding the Veda on hands, fire and ice, with lotus flower gracing and blessing hands on one hand, with Japamala, beautifully decorated with jeweled ornaments in wonderful clothes and shining pink crown. Her name is Manonmari. And Dhyaye Devim Trinetram Shashini Bhavadanam Vedahastam Dadanam Sabye Padmam Varadama Parecha Bhayam Chakshamalam Divyairabharanai Vibhushita Tanum Brahmadi Vipujitam Devi Meva Manunmanim Pratidinam Kamarta Datrim Shubham. Yes. So beautifully explains. I meditate on Devi with three eyes, glowing like a moon, and hold the Veda, the lotus, and gracing with blessing and gracing hands. She is wearing beautiful ornaments. She is worshipped by Brahma and other many gods, and showers auspicious boons for all the actions every day. Yes. So let us understand what is the significance of the divine element, gold. So the Atharva Veda, it beautifully says, triply born by earth is the gold. From the Agni is one, and it becomes dearest to the Agni. One fell away from the Soma when it was hurt. One they call the seed of virtuous and powerful Apa. Let that triple gold be for your long life. So gold is a divine element. It purifies anything it touches. It is an element of spiritual significance and great spiritual power of healing and enlightenment. The vibration of gold has the power to infuse sattva energy and positive thought current in anyone who wears and anyone who sees or operates in its vicinity. Yes, so gold is present in all the scriptures, the Vedas, the Agamas, the Shrutis, the Smritis, the Itihasas, Puranas. So it is abundantly displayed that gold is the most auspicious and the purest metal, which literally purifies our being. So in Hindu civilization, everything was built in gold, exchanged in gold. Ritual feasts were literally offered in golden bricks. So when one was to be saved from life-threatening illnesses, gold was offered as a ritual fee. Gold was in abundance and used for weighing equivalent amounts of commodities, including cows. Kingdoms were built with huge doors of gold. Streets would have huge columns and huge archways made of gold. Horses and cows were dressed in gold. So the Hindu civilization thrived on the banks of the rivers of gold, and Indus River was called Hiranmaya in Rig Veda. The river Saraswati was called Hiranyavartani in Atharva Veda. So gold is the supreme element for offering gifts to the ones you love and revere. Temples are constructed and paved in gold. Deities made in gold, decked and adorned in gold, because it preserves the enlightenment energy for thousands of years and it lasts forever. So with that, we'll be moving on to the first offering to Parashakti, the offering of e-hundi. You can offer any amount as a token of love and devotion at your own capacity as an offering of e-hundi to Devi Parashakti. So the Shastra Pramana beautifully says, Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya, Bhakti Vashya, Bhayapaha, Shambhavi, Sharadaradhya, Sharvani, Sharmadayini. Devi is fond of true devotion and is realized through true devotion. She can be won over through true devotion and she removes all the fears. So if there is any fear in the minds of the devotee, Devi is sure to remove that fear. And it is stated that Devi likes to be worshipped in autumn. So here it is meant that the autumn of our lives, when thoughts turn more and more inwards, the role of the divine is known and understood very clearly. So the need for Devi worship, it literally becomes stronger. So Shambhavi, so very beautifully says, you can offer your gratitude to Devi Parashakti and you can and literally she bestows happiness and blessings to whatever endeavors you want to actually achieve in your life. So the next offering is the offering of Sankalpa chanting. The Devi Mahatmyam, chapter 12, verse 34, it says, Tayaitan mohyate vishwam, saiva vishwam prasuyate, saya chitta cha vijanam tushtarudhim prayaschati. The goddess enchants this universe and she herself gives birth to this universe. That goddess, being prayed without interest in anything, gives that knowledge that leads to salvation and gives wealth in materialistic sense. So you can offer the Sankalpa, the conscious resolution, and receive the blessings and actually have fruition of all your desires and wishes, whatever you're yearning for. And this, you can offer it at $1. The next offering is the offering of Sahasranama Swarnakasu, the golden coin on which the Devi's names are inscribed. So the Lalita Sahasranama beautifully says, Nama Parayana Prita, she who likes the repetition of her various names. So this is the beautiful offering of 1008 names of Devi Parashakti. It's a very special and unique archana offered to the Mahameru of Devi Parashakti. So you can offer a golden coin inscribed with each of the 1008 names and receive the blessings of Parashakti and awaken all the divine qualities. So the Ananta Kalyana Gunas of Devi Parashakti inside of you. So it is available in 3 sizes at $75, $151 and $251. The next offering is the offering of Mukta Anguti, the finger ring with a pearl. So the Meenakshi Pancharatnam, it says, Muktahara Lasat Kirita Ruchiram Purnendu Vaktra Prabham Shinjannu Purakinkini Manidaram Padma Prabhavasuram Sarvabhishta Falapradam Girisutam Vanirama Sevitam Meenakshim Pranatosmi Santatamaham Karunya Varam Nidin. I bow to the goddess Meenakshi, whose crown has garlands of pearls, and the face shining like a full moon, who wears anklets that are studded with gemstones, and has small bells, who is shining like the splendor of lotus, who grants all the wishes, the daughter of the mountain, who is worshipped by goddess Vani and Rama. I remain ever bowing to the goddess Meenakshi, the ocean of compassion. So you can offer the beautiful fingering with a pearl to Devi Parashakti and be showered by her compassion and pure love in all your business endeavors. You can offer this Mukta Anguti at $251, $501 and $750. The next offering is the offering of the Swarna Padma Pushpam, the golden lotus. So the Kamikagama beautifully says, all the kalasas should be wound around with suitable thread and covered with new cloth. They should be adorned with lotus flower made of gold. The lotus itself has a beautiful significance in the Hindu tradition. So there are various scriptural references of using the lotus in the worship of Paramashiva. So it involves the consecration of deities, meditating, asanas, mudras, so various ways the lotus flower is used, lotus pericarp is used, the lotus leaf is used. So it itself is a divine flower. So Shakti of Paramashiva is called lotus flower. The base of Paramashiva Linga is a lotus. So you can offer the golden lotus in any size you would wish to and have the blessings of Parashakti to achieve the state the space, and the powers of Devi in any and every situation of your life. So you can offer this Swarna Padma Pushpam at $600. The next offering is the offering of the Swarna Metti, the golden toe ring, where the beautiful words it says, Nakadi Diti Sanchanna Namajjana Tamoguna Padadvaya Prabhajala Parakrita Saroruha. You whose brightness from the two nails destroys the darkness of ignorance from the minds of your devotees who literally prostrate at your feet. So you can offer this golden toe ring, literally catch the toe of Devi Parashakti, receive her blessings in deep gratitude, and in any difficult aspect of your life, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic time, just hold on to her feet and receive her blessings for your health and for intense healing. So whatever you need to manifest in your life. So you can offer this Swarna Metti at $750. The next offering to Parashakti is the Swarna Mangtika, the golden hairline jewelry, Sudha Sarabi Parshini. So she who makes the nectar flow in all our nerves from Sahasrara, that is, she who gives the very pleasant experience of the ultimate. So the Mangtika, it represents the nectar flowing from the Sahasrara chakra, which is fully opened. So you can offer the Mangtika to Devi and receive her blessings for achieving the literally blissful state of overflowing gratitude and the space of complete completion. So the next offering is a beautiful offering of your deep gratitude to Parashakti and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So you have the opportunity to experience and enjoy the breathing space of the avatar, the incarnation itself. So Nakadi Diti Sanchanna Namajjana Tamo Guna Padadvaya Prabhajala Parakrita Saroruha. The illumining splendor of Devi's toenails dispels the darkness of ignorance in the devotees prostrating at her feet. Her feet defeats the lotus in beauty. So Saundarya Lahari states that the nails have been sharpened by constantly being touched by the crowns of celestial beings who always prostrate before Devi. So Tamoguna is darkness. In this sloka, Tamas is indicative of ignorance in the minds of devotees, and by constantly prostrating before Devi, so their ignorance is removed and they attain knowledge. So offer the Pratiksha Pada Puja to Parashakti and Supreme Pontiff and receive the auspiciousness and blessings of Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. And along with the Pratiksha Pada Puja, you also have the beautiful offering of the Vastra Seva, the sacred cloth offering at $1,008. And you can offer it to receive her blessings and auspiciousness of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. So here is the compilation of all the offerings which you can make to Parashakti. And the E-Hundi offering, you can offer any amount at the feet of Parashakti. And the Sankalpa chantings, offering of the conscious resolution. And the Devi Sahasranama Kasu, so the pure gold coin with each of the sacred names of Parashakti inscribed in it. The Mukta Anguti, the pearl finger ring, the Swarna Padma Pushpam, the golden lotus flower, the Swarna Metti, the golden toe ring, the Swarna Mangtika, the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, and the Vastra Seva. Yes, so here we have the link where you can go ahead and offer your seva and do an online payment of tiny.cc/http Devi-offerings. And once you offer the seva by an online payment, you can go ahead and offer your names. You can actually offer the Sankalpa chanting where all your names would be chanted, and literally while the puja is done, you will be literally blessed by Devi when your pujas are chanted during the Sankalpa. So you can take this opportunity to offer your seva, and after you finish the payment, you can submit the details of puja to Parashakti. So quickly, I'll be guiding you through how to offer, make an online payment in the link which is given. Yes, so if you could see the link which is now projected. Yes, go to the link, and if you go down, you'll be guided to choose an option and go and offer one of the sevas or whichever sevas you want to offer, like the golden coin it at $251. You can go ahead and add it to the cart. So once you add it to the cart, you will be guided to the next page where you can proceed to the checkout. You can proceed to checkout here. And once you proceed to checkout, you can actually go ahead and next in the page of billing details where you can fill out all your details and you can place your order. So once you're done with that, you can move on to the next link, which is projected, the Sankalpa link. So once you actually go to the Sankalpa, you go to the next and go and fill out all your names, your family names, who all you wish to receive blessings. You go ahead and fill out the names, and once you fill out the names and details, you can actually select the option Devi Bhavasamadhi Darshan and click to the next and submit the page. Yes. So this is how beautifully Devi Parashakti is offering the beautiful opportunity for all of us to offer these various sevas. And also, when you go on to the YouTube live video stream, you'd be guided to the super chat and the super sticker option, where you can go ahead and offer your e-hundi donation in the super chat and super sticker option. So if you're not watching live, you can go to the YouTube live stream. Once you fill out this link of the online tiny.devi/offerings, cc/offerings. So you go to the YouTube link of the live stream. Yes. So once you're here, you can go ahead down and opt for the super sticker and super chat. And you can go ahead and offer this e-hundi even through the super chat and super sticker option. Yes. So with that, we come to the conclusion of this segment, and we'll be moving on to the next segment after a short break. So thank you, everyone. Nithyananda.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
And setting model community. Kailasa, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Peethas all over the world. All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. It's a fundamental truth. Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystem. I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you. We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together. We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasians. I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute. Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Next segment we have is Kailasa's de facto spiritual embassy as the COVID care protection centers. Now let's briefly look at the stats at the world today. So the Human Rights Watch reported that more than 1.5 billion students are out of school already. It is 1.5 billion students. More than 91% of world students are out of school due to school closure in at least 188 countries. 36.5% of US college students pointed to stress as the biggest reason why their academic performance suffered negatively for the past 12 months. In addition, 29.5% listed anxiety as a factor. For American middle schoolers, 61% of teens admitted feeling a lot of pressure to get the good grades. Approximately 1.277 billion learners are currently affected due to school closures in response to pandemic. According to UNICEF monitoring, 46 countries are currently implementing nationwide closures, and 27 are implementing local closures, impacting about 72.9% of world's student population. In a survey by the mental health charity Young Minds, which included 2,111 participants up to the age of 25 years with a mental illness history in UK, 83% said that the pandemic had made their conditions worse. 26% said that they were unable to access mental health support, peer support groups and face-to-face services have been cancelled, and support by phone or online can be challenging for some young mind. COVID-19 pandemic has disrupted or halted critical mental services in 93% of the countries worldwide, while the demand for mental health is increasing according to a new WHO survey. Recently, a study has also found that 18% of individuals, including people with and without a past psychiatric diagnosis, who received a COVID-19 diagnosis were later diagnosed with a mental health disorder, such as anxiety or mood disorders. Surveys also found that substance use and suicidal ideation are particularly pronounced for young adults, with 25% reporting they started or increased substance use during the pandemic, which is compared to 13% of all the adults, and 26% reporting serious thoughts of suicide compared to 11% of all adults. So you can see a drastic twofold increase of mental disorders, suicidal thought currents that the young children are experiencing as compared to adults. Every year, over 1.2 million students drop out of high school in the United States. That's a student year 26 seconds or 7,000 a day. About 25% of high school freshmen fail to graduate from high school on time. We are now seeing what are the issues that the students are facing today because of global pandemic. The amount of schools that got closed down, people lack education, and they're experiencing suicidal thought currents and mental disorders at an alarming rate. Now, in this next segment, we're going to see about the contributions from the Kailasa's Department of Education. So if you have kids, if you feel you want to protect them from this pralaya, give them the best spiritual ambience and the spiritual education, you can join us in the COVID Care Protection Centers. You can register through the link below, which is kailasa.org/Kailasa Care. kailasa.org/Kailasa Care. Next, you're going to see Kailasa's contribution. The whole Gurukul, the real Hindu Gurukul, Hindu university atmosphere I had in Tiruvannamalai in 1970s is what I'm trying to reproduce all over the world through Nithyananda Gurukul and online Gurukul. This is from Swamiji himself. Gurukul is a place where celebration begins with right words in the blossoming minds, creating a gateway of possibilities. Creating an enlightened civilization with yogic body and Vedic mind. Nithyananda Gurukul is a mystical Vedic school established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Here, students live their highest possibility and manifest various spiritual powers. The Gurukul functions according to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's vision that education is for life. It is not life itself is for education. Education is for life, but life itself is not for education. So that's how the current mindset up is there for all the parents and students. So much of pressure is on the students because we fail to understand that education is for life. Life is much more than the education. The Gurukul brings to the world the right kind of education that empowers you. The current system of education established by Macaulay and Max Muller in India is a non-involving narrative style of teaching. The original Indian education system was not about continuously giving words, ideas, concepts, theories, or ideologies. It was about awakening you to the right context, which is enlightenment. The Indian education system, the Gurukul, is more of a transmission of the knowledge rather than a mere transfer of knowledge. Whether others educate you or you educate yourself, if it is based on the weakest link, it is called generalization, dilution due to generalization. Whether others educate you or you educate yourself, if you plan everything based on the best of you, it is called specialization. The Gurukul Indians is for specialization and it is not for generalization. It is for specialization and not for generalization. That is why the kids that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism guides through the Nithyananda Gurukul, they are of a special caliber. They specialize in conscious living. Education means putting set of ideas into your head and forcing you to conform to it, pressurizing you to memorize it and forcibly making you to want it. In Gurukul, there is no education, there is only initiation. Initiation means empowering you with powers and letting you play with it, letting you manifest, specialize it, letting you to manifest your specialization, letting you to grow and glow. Now let us watch this video where you can see how Swamiji shares about the Gurukul system of education.
Now it is time. Now it is time. As per the astrology, no theory can rule any human society which is imposed on that society more than 60 years. Now 60 years is over for the non-involvement narrative education system. I am telling you, future is Gurukul system. The future of education is where the teachers and students live together in one place. If needed, let the parents also stay there. But because basically kids do what you do, they won't do what you say. Understand? They do what you do. They won't do what you say. Whatever you do, simply they will do. They will never do what you say. Most of the time, they don't care for what you say. The future of the Indian education system, I can say, The future of the any intelligent education system will be Gurukul system. I am not talking out of pride or arrogance. I am talking seeing the future. I am telling you, I will be leading this revival in the education system through our Gurukul system. Through our Gurukul system. It is going to be the Gurukuls. In Indian education system, complete involvement is required from the side of the teacher and the student. Student need to study the teacher. Teacher need to study the student. Understand? After thoroughly studying the student, teacher identifies the right subject in which the student will be successful. Few things are basic for everyone, like science of completion and enlightenment. Other than the science of enlightenment, all other things, master selects the subject in which the student will be successful. And then student is trained specifically in those fields with the knowledge of enlightenment, with the science of enlightenment, with the truth of enlightenment as the context. Even if you learn the archery, enlightenment is the context. If you study administration, enlightenment is the context. If you learn about business, enlightenment is the context. If you learn plumbing, building houses, sculpting, enlightenment is the context. Indian education system is more of a transmission of the knowledge, not transfer of knowledge. It is not just information based.
Today, education is known to be the key factor to enabling towards socio-economic mobility and the strongest means of removing poverty. The right education is crucial to the well-being, stability, and growth of not only every child, but to humanity as a whole. The Gurukul system is known to be the knowledge transmission system Hinduism, one of the pillars which kept Sanatana Hindu Dharma alive and standing as the world's most ancient living civilization. Through Kailasa's Department of Education, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, the Gurukul system is being revived in its entirety. Gurukul, living in the Guru's home. The Gurukul system is rooted in the Guru Shishya Sampradaya, or the living lineage of the Guru-disciple relationship. After decades of study on the physical, chemical, and biological uniqueness of meditative states and enlightened beings, it has been found that in the normal waking state alone, their brainwaves show that they are in a complete meditative state despite being fully active and engaged. In the world of athletics, this state is known to be called as being in the zone, a glimpse into the peak of focus, cognitive function, attention, and coordination, to name a few. Rather than a glimpse, enlightened beings casually walk, talk, and engage with life settled in this peak. Recent studies have also found that we imbibe the body language, behaviors, and patterns of those in our environment, not just on the behavioral level, but to the depths of the neurological layer. This is also known as the mirror neuron effect. In this way, there is no better teacher than the enlightened Guru, who, as per modern science, exists as the superconscious, biological, reproducible, so-called anomaly. However, through centuries of Mughal invasions, colonialism, and continued persecution against Hinduism and the Hindu tradition, the science of knowledge transmission has been diminishing at an unprecedented rate. After careful study in the colonialism era, it was found that the Gurukul system was standing as the backbone and stability of the Hindu civilization. The Macaulay education system was imposed in India after this revelation. "13,000 universities across Bharat and 2 lakh Gurukuls were destroyed in just Bengal and Bihar. With the systematic destruction of Hindu universities and Gurukuls goes also more than 80% of Hinduism's indigenous knowledge. Macaulay, in 1836, the one who drove this whole destruction, puts his analysis over here. Our English schools are flourishing wonderfully. The effect of this education on the Hindus is prodigious. No Hindu who has received an English education ever continues to be sincerely attached to his religion. The Hindu religion is so extravagantly absurd that it is impossible to teach a boy astronomy, geography, natural history without completely destroying the hold which that religion has on his mind. It is my firm belief that if our plans of education are followed up, there will not be a single idolater among the respectable classes in Bengal 30 years hence.
You can see how beautifully Swamiji has revived the lost system of Gurukul. How beautifully he has revived through the grand revival of Hinduism's Gurukul and universities. This is the official inauguration of Nithyananda Gurukul in 2006. And what you're seeing here is 2008 students of Nithyananda Gurukul practicing yoga and meditation under sacred banyan tree. You can see here 50% of Gurukul Balasans study 1 to 3 years ahead of their age group, scoring 10 to 20% of Mensa at age 14. Gurukul Balasans learning academic standards along with indigenous Hindu scriptures. Here you can see the Gurukul Balasans practicing Shivastamba Yoga under the guidance of trained Shivastamba Yoga Acharyas. Gurukul Balasans demonstrating the ability to perform Kundalini Raju even through blindfold. Here you can see Swamiji personally teaching the once lost science of Dhanur Vidya. What you're seeing here is 30% of Balasans demonstrating capacity to spontaneously play instruments without formal training. What you're seeing here is Gurukul Balasans living the agamic Shastra-based lifestyle. While Gurukul Balasans of Nithyananda Gurukul demonstrating the ability to read blindfolded. And here you can see Gurukul Balasans participating in debates or Vakyarthasavas. Balasans addressing the Kailasian delegates in different cities. Balasans after successfully hosting the worldwide webinar on the highlights and science of Nithyananda Gurukul. The impact of Gurukul is whole brain learning, stress-free living, zero teen violence or aggression, quantum memory activation, recalling verbatim every single hearing, which is Ekasanta Grahi. Kailasa's Nithyananda University, which is the world's largest university established around the globe, with 450 plus campuses in 150 countries, which is available from public from 2003 onwards. It is reviving and presenting the world's most ancient lost knowledge in a user-friendly way, the ancient truths taught in a way directly applicable for modern man's personal, practical, and professional life. With 20 million enrollments and counting, 7,000 plus courses available, delegates and teachers from 50 plus countries directly contributing to NHU. Now let's watch this video where you can see how Swamiji beautifully expressed that every kid of Gurukul is actually $1 trillion economy. Let's watch this video.
Long rituals are not useless or unnecessary as a modern brainwashed Hindu thinks. Long rituals are the most powerful method, science, kriya, to awaken all the life energies. See, totally we have 21 life energies. I will describe all the 21 like a fundamental principal forces of life, like gravity, how all these are fundamental forces, principal forces externally. Internally, there are 21 life energies. Ability to visualize, ability to make decision. All these 21 is given to you, but you use them accidentally. That is why your life is full of accidents. Your marriage is accident, wealth is accident, life is accident, money is accident. Very less is planned, much is accident. And I tell you, I have seen people become thieves by not knowing the power of their life energy. I tell you, thief is the cheapest way to exist. I tell you. Because you do not know you own trillions. That is why you steal millions. If you know you own trillions, why will you steal? Listen, asteya, non-stealing, comes to a person who mastered his life energy. Each of my Gurukul kid is $1 trillion economy. I tell you. Each of my Gurukul kid, the powers they can manifest. Understand, Gurukul is not a joke. It is a powerful science. Especially, see, normally, one child plus one child is a two child. But in the Gurukul ecosystem, one child plus one child is 11. 1, 1. Not 1 plus 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. If there are 3 child, it is not 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. No. It is 1, 1, 1. 111. The energy multiplication. Because the ecosystem, understand, that is why Gurukul has to be with the ecosystem. I have always seen, whenever I download a power on one child, when the group sits, I can share that power on the whole group. Because when team of kids or balasans or sannyasis or brahmacharis, when they sit as one team, it is very easy for me to just like a lightning pour the energy on them. Understand? The Sankhya of life energy is different. The multi-dimensional logic of life energy is different. People cannot understand this Sankhya. The multiple life energies, awakening them to its peak and manifesting them is all about life. Long rich unnecessary as a modern.
Despite the relentless attacks against the life, character, and image of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, he goes on sincerely contributing everything he has for the world, from the field of nutrition to education, from protection of religious freedom to the revival of indigenous traditions. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has sincerely contributed in every facet. This has not gone unnoticed by the world's dignitaries, leaders, and multi-faith leaders. And now let's look at the revelations to the world by Devi Parashakti, especially in terms of the ongoing COVID pandemic. On 12th May 2021, Devi Parashakti revealed, I came as Nijavatara. I am blessing you. Listen. People, listen. To do good to all of you, I have taken the form of Nithyananda and came down as Nijavatara. People of India, listen. Carefully listen. Time after time, Bharatam is Jnana Bhumi, where enlightened beings come. We cannot make the Jnana Bhumi as infertile. Enlightened beings have to come. They have to live. It has to flower. Few hypocrites, because they are stuck in delusion, We cannot sacrifice the world. Cosmos cannot be destroyed. The ship I did to save Cosmos from being destroyed, that is called Adi Kailasa. The ship I did to protect beings from Pralaya is Adi Kailasa. Because of conspiracy of Drohis and enemies' rule, the captain has to leave the ship. Devi further reveals, before 12 years, knowing the great deluge that is going to happen, all Aushadhas, by this Guru Purnima, that Jnana Rasavadam, Navapashana, is going to flower. Allow people to come and take dip in Navapashana flower. People, whoever comes and dip in Vaidyasarovar, they will not have deaths. They will not have corona. Crores and crores of people will come in line. Every day they will come and dip in Ananda Lingam. 13th May Devi further revealed, listen well to my words. For India, I made ship as protection. The Nithyananda Navapashana Lingam in Vaidyasarovar. Go to Adi Kailasa. O Indians, listen. All those regretting losing Nithyananda Nijavatara without confusion and without talking just as lip service, go to Adi Kailasa. Crores of people will come there looking for health, Navapashana water feast and medicine to get health and protection and enlightenment. To protect India from the great destruction, I, Parashakti, made this huge ship. Even if captain is not there, ship is there. And today, when the first world countries are closing their borders and schools during a massive global emergency, Kailasa has opened its doors to all without exception. We see a number of free COVID care centers opened across India in many of the de facto spiritual embassies of Kailasa. Adi Kailasa in Bididi, Bangalore, Salem Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Tiruvannamalai Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Rajapalayam Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Puduvai Adinam in Pondicherry, Pattanam Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Siragapadi Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Sripuram Adinam in Hyderabad, Madurai Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Avattipalayam Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Hosur Adinam in Tamil Nadu, and Baroda Adinam in Gujarat. Kailasa rushes to aid India as India finds itself on the verge of the COVID-19 third wave. Multiple free COVID care centers have been opened across India. Various social services offered during the pandemic in Kailasa's de facto spiritual embassies across India. Spiritual services are being offered during the pandemic in Kailasa's de facto spiritual embassies across India. And to support this all, at its core are the cosmic revelations on the global pandemic by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and Devi Parashakti. The free social services, the humanitarian services offered during this pandemic in the de facto spiritual embassies across India include medical care in the form of allopathy, Ayurveda, and Siddha medicine, the infrastructure to accommodate thousands of people, the accommodation for multi-layer quarantine facility, the emergency ambulances and ICU on wheels, and personal protective medical equipment being given to one and all, the food security arrangement through food banks, and organic farming. These are some of the free humanitarian services, to say the least. And if you would like to join the COVID Care Protection Center to save your life from this global pandemic, which is practically hell landed on earth, the Kirimi Bhojanam, as Devi Parashakti revealed, Register now through the link https://kailasa.org, kailasa.org/Kailasa Care, KAILASACARE. So let's take a few minutes now to register ourselves through this Kailasa Care link to join the COVID Care Protection Center.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive, somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being Paramashivoham. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashiva will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities, and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhavasamadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through his body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you, See, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish the sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhavasamadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda.
We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that. Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Let's start with the Sadguru Vandana. Nithyanandam Paramasukhanam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattamasyadi Lakshyam एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures: no photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions: please be aware of the important cautions. What is spa manifestation? Let's